Hello and welcome back to WesteroScraft Walks with your host Chris the Gardener. So today we will be exploring the castle of Yronwood, which is the seat of House Yronwood. And it's a pretty big castle, so let's get started. So House Yronwood is, it used to be kings back before the Rhoynar came to the shores of Dorne, and their sigil is a black portcullis grill on sand, and their words are "We guard the way," which is very, it's kind of the same, almost the same as the high tower words "We light the way," or I think, yeah, because that might be semi-canon. I can't really remember right now. So here we are at the gates. There are two entrances into the castle itself. This one is, it goes to the eastern side where most of the servants work, and over here is the entrance to the western side, which is where the keep is and where the family of House Yronwood live. But we're going to first go through here. So House Yronwood is guards the Boneway into Dorne. I believe they have the title the Warden of the Stoneway. This castle is actually at the very end of the Boneway. Let's take a look here. So here we are outside. We have watchtowers along the mountains. I'm not going to walk that far out, but there are a lot of watchtowers that line the pass, so they can warn the castle of an incoming attack. And here we have the gate of house of the castle, and you can kind of see right there the new banners for the Yronwood sigil, which is pretty nice. It looks better than the generic yellow banners we've been using. So here we have kind of like this land bridge. I don't know if this is artificial, but it makes it really hard for any attackers to take the castle. And somewhere before Yronwood is where King Daeron I would have taken a pass that went around the mountains and the castle through the Red Mountain Valley, which we explored in last week's episode, and conquered the castle from the other side. So let's go into the castle. Just walking back up the Boneway. So I think we're first going to go into the through the postern gate over here, which takes us to like the working area of the castle, and I believe there are extended family and guest rooms over there, but we'll get to that eventually. So here we are in kind of just like the workshop area. So here we have places for the servants to work. We have the stables over here, and there are a lot of stables carved into the mountain here. Would make sense, since House Yronwood is a powerful house. These are more stables. Over here, we have kind of a hall for some of the guards. A lot of the guards' quarters and armories are centered around the Boneway that cuts through the castle, so they can easily arm themselves and defend the Boneway from any incoming attackers. So these are more barracks over here. You can see there's a helmet up there, and this is that gatehouse that we passed through at the beginning of the video. And over here we have one of the armories and the places for the soldiers to eat. Let's go back down and take a look at some of the areas further inside the castle. Over here we got some pens for raising livestock, so they can feed the many people who reside in this castle. There's a lot of chicken coops, with straw, and then there's a little bit of, I can't really see what's back there, but it kind of looks a little bit like one of the chickens had or laid eggs and they hatched. So those are the chicks that are just peeking out from behind the straw. I'll just close the door so they don't get out. So over here is kind of an area for where the extended family and guest rooms are, and as well as a lot of the workshops in this area. First, let's take a look at this well over here. Over here, it looks like we have the... I think this is where they do a lot of the washing. It doesn't look like this is where this is for bathing, like a bathhouse. Of course, they have some... Yeah, they store some stuff up here, up these stairs. And out here we have a doorway that leads to the battlements that line the boneway. And it goes back to the pens over there. And if we go upstairs, there's really nothing in this tower. It's pretty empty. I'm not going to explore every part of this castle because this castle is so massive. So if you'd like to take a look and explore yourself, the warp is warp Yronwood with a Y instead of an I. This building here is the smithy. So you can see that there's some swords on a rack here, and it looks like over on this side, a lot of the iron that's being used is not from, like, they import iron, except for maybe this one here, but it looks like they've just been collecting all of the swords from all of the failed conquests of Dorne and just remelting them down and reusing them to forge whatever they need to. So they have pickaxes, chains, raven cages. Here's the supply of coal that they use to feed the furnace here. And we got the anvil with some horseshoes over here. Oh, and here, I don't think we've seen a good example of this yet, but over here we have these massive bellows that are used to supply the fire with air in order to make it really nice and hot. And if we go over here, we come to the training yard, it looks like. It might be the training yard. Actually, I think it is the training yard. Because you can kind of see, like, there's some helmets here, some broken swords, and a little bit of blood that's on the floor from an injured soldier. And surrounding it, we just have more armories. We have more armor on stands here. We have swords, and on the other side, looks like we have more. Oh, we have the second gatehouse, or I guess this is the main gatehouse, since this gatehouse is the gatehouse that protects Yronwood from any invaders coming in from the Boneway. So let's take a look up here. It looks like there's just more storage, and the kind of just like an open hole in the floor to kind of just like let smoke from the massive forge below to kind of just like blow where they need it to blow. You can kind of see the tarp is kind of directing where the smoke is going to go. And we just have a lot more swords that they might have collected and are going to melt down. I think House Yronwood would actually be really, like, they're more or less good with iron for, like, I don't know how many years, but they have a lot of it. So that was the forge. Let's close the doors here. So down here we have areas for servants. So here is the one of the kitchens in the castle, mostly for the guest quarters. And here we have a small little butter churn over here, made using a one of our own blocks, what is it called? A thin oak log, and a fence to make it look like it's a butter churn. So I think that's pretty cool. So this is mostly for the servants, and let's take a look up here. Something is dripping, so this is just a bathing area for or a laundry area for the servants. Must be leaking a lot down there, but let's go back down and we'll take a look at the guest residences in a bit. What's down here? Oh, here we have the kitchens for this area. So the store, that what we saw before was the storeroom. Here are some beds for the kitchen staff. And here we have a lot of firewood to feed the cook fires. Over here, if we go up the stairs, here we have, it looks like a laundry area. And I think it also looks like they might be collecting banners of many many invaders, and they're just repurposing them as clothes. They're washing it and just like turning it into clothes over here. And I'd imagine they'd have quite a lot with how many times the Targaryens attempted to conquer Dorne. So here we have the main hall for this area. There's a nice roast sitting on the end here. It's sitting there directly on the table, so I don't know if I want to eat that. And of course, like over here is the is a bed chamber for possibly a noble. I don't. It has to be a noble, or someone, or maybe like the seneschal or the steward. Here we have another bed chamber, and we have this little balcony over here, this nice shaded balcony with chairs so you can just talk and to just like enjoy the sun and air. Let's take a look upstairs. So here, it just looks like we have more bed chambers, more lavishly decorated bed chambers, albeit small. This one's actually it looks like it's for servants. Maybe some of the maids or ladies in, I guess it wouldn't really be ladies in waiting, since I think that's just for this area here, because there's like an entire building that's disconnected. So let's see, if we go through here, it looks like we come into another shaded sitting area. This one seems to be more lavishly decorated. Let's wait before going upstairs. Oh, this is the washroom that we saw earlier. So this actually might be for the servants who tend to the castle. It looks like over here we have a lot of smaller bunk rooms, and this is a storage closet with some old banners. And this takes us out to the forge again. And here we have, looks like a knight's bed chamber, who's in charge of the gate over here. We have a small eating area over here, and just more smaller bed chambers. So this wing is probably for the, or this building is probably for the servants. And over here, it looks like we have the bedchamber of the seneschal, or the steward. I don't know if those are the same thing, but recently I was looking at a list of occupations and rooms that we would need in a castle, because like I have more or less finished the keep of my Dunstonbury test, and I still haven't decided if I want to show it in a video, but there's an entire list of rooms that I'm still trying to figure out, like, where to put them or what those things are. But I just know the Lord Seneschal was on that list. And I also know, like, from a Game of Thrones, like, the position of steward is a thing. But maybe, like, steward's, Lord Seneschal is just a fancier title for steward. So I think we've explored the servants area enough, so let's go back down. This will take us into the back area with of the forge, and let's make our way over to the main keep. Conveniently, there's this bridge that connects both sides of the castle. On our right, we have the Sept of Yronwood, with statues of the Seven and a lot of faith banners. And you can see at the top the I don't think it's the colors of House Yronwood, but it is a pretty nice mosaic on the ceiling over there. And we have the altar over here. You can see here that there are a lot of lush gardens over here. Let's see if we can find the main garden before we go into the castle. So there we have the armory, and over here, I believe it's one more level up. But you can see that we have some greenery growing over here. And here we have some of the, we have some Dornish carved mosaics, just decorated, or that are decorating the castle in a lot of places. And I don't know if, I remember that, Marjorie Tyrell, one of the builders and a guest of this show during the Highgarden episode, said that at Highgarden, some of the mosaics were actually culturally appropriated by the Tyrells from Dorne. So here is the gate to the main keep of the castle, just right across from the postern gate. It looks like there are some repairs going on over here. I didn't notice this before. But it just looks like some scaffolding, and they're just putting, or they're just repairing some of the merlons and the walls of the castle. So let's continue here through this second gatehouse. Further up, there's another, I guess it's not really like a keep, but it's more like, so like there's a tower here, but behind that tower, if we go up and over, we have an entire area right here for, I believe this was for washing or possibly bathing. I don't think this is for bathing. Unless there's a... No, I believe this is just for more guards. There has to be a bathhouse somewhere. This will take us along the battlements on the Dorne side of Yronwood, but we're not going to explore that in this video. Again, if you want to explore the entire castle, join the server, and the warp is Warp Yronwood. So here we have the main keep of the castle. So I think if we go through this gate, this will actually take us to the gardens, as you can see here. Over here, it looks like we have... looks like we have more stables for the horses of the Yronwoods. And if we go... maybe this isn't the entrance to the gardens. I think we can access them if we go through the keep over here. So let's go inside the keep itself. So here we have the Great Hall of Yronwood. So over here we have like two pools on either side with some beautiful mosaics. And here is the Great Hall itself. So we have benches on either side, and then if we go up on the dais, we have the seat for Lord Yronwood. Now, I believe if we go through here, we can go into the gardens that I have not been able to find, but now we've found it. So here we just have a lot more greenery and a shaded terrace over here, maybe a bit overgrown, and a sitting area. And if we go down here, we have the crypts of the Yronwoods. So let's just take a quick look. I don't want to get lost in here. But here you can see we have like a bunch of coffins. This one was... Why was this one moved? Interesting. I don't want to figure out why that was moved. So we're just going to leave. So let's go back the way we came into the Great Hall again, and we actually have a lot of here. Oh, here's another sitting area that has a nice view of a tree. But I guess they're sitting here more so to enjoy the sun. So let's. Where's the where would the main staircase be? Oh, here are the kitchens. We have a bread oven over here, and we have some. We have a roast just like over there with some stew on right next to it on the fire. Over here we have the buttery where they store all the wine and ale. And here is an area to keep an ice room, I think. And then I think that's what it's called. And this is where they're storing all the meats, sausages, lots of legs of ham, and they even have salt in there as well. So this door will take us back out to the stables over there. So that's like a back entrance, and then here we also have like areas to kind of just like go back and forth to serve Lord Yronwood. And over down here we just have more storage for some of the more just for long-term storage. Well, I guess it's not really long-term since food can spoil, but this is like the these are the larders where they keep a majority of the food when they're not preparing it. So if we go on the other side, there's more fountains and a nice table and sitting area over here. But I did see a large staircase over to the side. So we'll go up this. Here we have like this this walkway over that overlooks the hall. We have an area that takes us down into that room that we were in earlier. And if we make our way to the other side, it just looks like we have it just looks like we have more spaces for eating, I believe. There's a lot of wine everywhere. And it looks like we have like a nice sitting area over here for, where it looks like they've been drinking. So let's make our way up. It doesn't look like we can... where's the main stairs? Oh, here we go. Let's go up a bit more. So we have this bed chamber seems to be... It's not really abandoned, but there are cobwebs in the corners. And over here, we have, I believe, the bed chambers for the main family of house, the main Yronwood family. So we have a lot of beds and bed chambers on this floor here. And of course we have the old beds, the old canopy beds, on this floor. And out here, it looks like we have a small shaded eating area. So I actually set the time to this time of day to kind of just show that the sun is actually creating a shadow, making this a pretty good place for people to just, or for the family to just sit and have like a nice picnic outdoors. And of course we have some lavender over here, and we have some fruit, this peach tree. Yeah, this is a peach or an apricot tree. Oh, we even have strawberries over here. Yeah, we just have a lot of gardens on this terrace here. Here is a here's a nice covered eating area and more fruit trees. I think we can actually make our way back around. Oh, we even have a lemon tree over here. So if we go one more level up, I believe this is the, here is the Lord Yronwood's council room, or chamber. There's the staircase. And up here are Lord Yronwood's chambers. So here is the massive canopy bed for Lord Yronwood, and of course we also have a bathing area, an outdoor bathing area, covered of course. And through here, just looks like we have a privy. And over here, I believe, is Lord Yronwood's study, which is accessible by this door here. And over here, it just looks like we have a lot of... Oh, here's another covered eating area. It just looks like over here we just have access to the battlements of the castle. And let's just go up this one and take a look at the entire castle from afar. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't really found the Maester's chamber. But I think it's like, it might be, if I can, it might be, have been that tower over there. I don't think I went up that tower, so, and usually the Maester's chamber is the second tallest tower, so that's my best guess. But I think this is a good time to end the video. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check in next week where we will be exploring the Tor, the seat of House Jourdain. And I know I've been a little bit lax in uploading. It's just been the holidays, and I've just been a little bit sick and haven't been able to talk as much as I always do, but I'm feeling a bit better now, so let me know what else you'd like to see, if there's like a building tutorial, or you would like to take a look at some of the stuff that I'm building on the server. I might start streaming some of these on the channel soon, so but we'll see. Other than that, let me know which castles you'd like to see after Dorne, in the Westerlands, Riverlands, the Vale, the Stormlands, and the North. Not along the Wall, because like I think I've covered all of the inhabited, or I think we've covered all of the inhabited castles, or all of the famous castles along the wall, and we don't really have anything beyond the wall that's finished yet. Actually, maybe Craster's Keep. Maybe that's already, maybe that's finished. But yeah, let me know what castles you would like to see. And tune in next week for next week's video. And I think that's it. I'm Chris the Gardener, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.